Hi guys. So today I got a very interesting question from one of our long-time followers. Uh, his question was that uh, we know sugar is bad. Okay, I don't think nobody argues about that. Sugar is bad, and folks, low carb keto folks say switch from sugar to stevia. That's the common advice. On the other hand, he hears it from naturopaths and certain others that stevia or generally artificial sweeteners in general can affect your gut and how it can cause harm. So my simple answer here is use common sense, right? Sugar is bad for you, so ideally you would just go off sugar and go for not a replacement, but that is an ideal scenario. Practically it doesn't work like that because you need some sort of a sweetener. So given like among the sweeteners, there are some good choices like stevia is good, monk fruit is good, allulose is good. These are some of the options, and I think what is widely available in India, I think stevia is the better option. As far as artificial sweeteners disrupting your gut, yes, there are some studies on that, but not specifically with stevia, but a few other artificial sweeteners. And I would say that it's poorly studied as well. It's not widely studied. It's not well thoroughly studied as such, and there is some element of doubt in that. Okay, but I would rather go with the doubt than assume everything is fine. Okay, so even in that scenario, that's where you should use your common sense, right? If you are a diabetic, if you are having metabolic syndrome, sugar is really bad for you, then you should know, like, yeah, what am I getting out of having sugar? This, I'm getting into trouble. What are the cons of having stevia or any other artificial sweetener? Potentially this. So I would take this over this, common sense. And always with anything, practically anything you eat shouldn't go overboard. So even if you're using stevia, right, just having a drink once a day or some twice a day in the chai doesn't really matter. But if you're going overboard, you're having a lot of stevia, like 5-6 times a day, you are doing it every single day, then you are basically switching from sugar addiction to stevia addiction, right? So basically it's no calories. So there's calories here, there's no calories here. That part is true, but I am of the opinion that nothing you consume, there's nothing that doesn't come without a price. No sweetness comes without a price. So whether you're over consuming sugar or artificial sweetener, there will be trouble on some level. We just don't know what is the trouble with artificial sweeteners yet because it's not being studied. However, in small doses or in like having a tea or two in a day, it doesn't make a difference, right? So you always, when it comes to health, always take the risk reward ratio, right? Calculate your risk and to reward, right? What are the risk of consuming this item? What is the reward I'm getting it? If there is more reward than a risk, I would go for it. If the risk is too high and the reward is not so much, then don't go for it. That's it. Simple as that. Use common sense. Don't really be bothered by these things. Don't be paranoid about these small aspects. There are bigger things you need to fix. You need to fix your protein consumption. You need to fix your exercise. You need to handle stress. There's like ton of big stuff, right? Address the elephant in the room, and then you can go after the other things. So that would be my simple advice. Keep it simple. Don't be paranoid about everything. Address the big issues or the big problems, and once you sort out those things, these things become irrelevant. When you're doing you're doing the right things at least 80% of the time. 20% or the 10% doesn't really matter. Right, so keep it sensible. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. And if you have any more questions, you can just leave it in the comments. I'll definitely get them answered. Bye.